Just do a quick audio test here. Can everybody hear me online? Give me a thumbs up on the video if you can hear the audio. Looks like we got 8 people on the stream right now. Awesome. Thank you. We'll be kicking off here in a few minutes for the 2010 U16 final. Ottawa TFC 2010 boys versus Burlington OPDL 2010 team. Come all the way to Phoenix, Arizona in the US to face a Canadian OPDL rival team. Burlington OPDL team undefeated in their first 3 matches, as well as the Ottawa TFC. So this should promise to be a pretty exciting final for everybody watching at home. Ottawa TFC just completing the last few minutes of the warm-up here. We got Burlington OPDL across the way. Last minute huddle.
Okay, let's go, girls.
We've got the sun right on top of us here today, so do my best to try and keep the glare off the camera, and hopefully you guys can see everything nice and clear. I'll be running some commentary throughout the game as well to keep everybody updated as to what's going on, and keep everybody updated as to the live score and results. And then we'll be filming the, I don't know if there's an award ceremony at the end or a medal ceremony, but we'll keep the stream going for that as well. As you guys can see, the victors receive their medals. Ottawa TFC setting up on the field here. We've got Eric Federico back from missing this morning's game due to slight illness. He wasn't feeling 100% this morning, but he's back with us this afternoon, sporting the purple kit and the captain's band.
Let's go, girls. Come on.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck. You too. Good luck. Guys. Good luck, guys. Sorry.
Starting on the bench for Ottawa TFC, we have Seb that'll be sitting off the first shift. Alex will be off the first shift. Zach and Lucas joining them as well. And the coach. There's the man and the there. Coach Brogan heading the ship, steering the ship today. Looking to pull off this Arizona Desert Cup victory. The boys shaking hands at center field there and having last minute discussion with the officiate before we get going.
Look at you, you're famous now. Everybody's watching.
Looks like we got 27 people watching from home.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Arizona Desert Cup final between Burlington Soccer Club 2010 OPDL boys versus the Ottawa TFC 2010 boys OPDL team.
Yeah, Lucas.
Burlington will prove to be a challenging opponent in this one. They finished top of their division in the OPDL season.
Shout out to Louis et Thomas from, where are we? Arizona. Merci de regarder, les gars.
I'm being told that we've got lots of viewers from far and wide on this one as well, from the Czech, from France, from Peru, Ottawa, the Ottawa Valley.
Right from the start, right.
And we're getting ready to get going here. Here we go. Burlington in possession early in the game. They're going to play it back to their keeper. See if they can get themselves organized on the back end. And we've got ball coming out from the keeper for an Ottawa TFC throw-in. Leo here will be throwing in for Ottawa TFC. And he's looking for, looks like he's looking for Isaac there. Ball going up to the middle. Burlington on the early attack. Moving the ball up the field. Looks they found number 9, their attacker. He's going to move up for a chance. He sees Eric, and Burlington scores the first goal to get them onto the leaderboard. Looks like we had some challenges in the back end on Ottawa TFC to stop that attack. Coach giving words to the boys there to try and get the momentum going, get the fire going as we reset back at center. Early goal by Burlington Soccer Club. Score currently 1-0 for Burlington. The ball shifts up through center. Another through ball up through center as Burlington makes the run. Grant gets taken down to the ground. Burlington forward takes the shot, crosses it over to the center, but Reese is there to kick that away. He'll try and find Isaac on this side as the ball goes out for a Burlington throw. Burlington throws into their corner, and that'll be off the Burlington player and out for an Ottawa throw-in. Leo getting ready to throw it in for Ottawa TFC, and he'll throw it up. Looks like he's looking for Theo, but the Burlington player was able to head that away. Isaac will run that back. And he's looking for Leo on the side, but the referee linesman calls it out. That'll be out for a Burlington throw. Burlington moving the ball around the back end, and that'll be out off of Isaac for another Burlington throw. Both teams undefeated in this tournament so far, winning all 3 of their match games. As that ball was crossed on the in the Ottawa offensive zone, Burlington playing it through, looking for their forward, and he's going to take a shot, but blocked by Reese. Eric picks that up after a second attempt off the rebound. Eric grabs that, and he's getting ready to send that back up and out. Shift it over to Grant in the corner, and Grant's going to move it up through to Antoine. Antoine's going to shift that ball back to center, but the Burlington player was there to receive it. Antoine grabs the ball back again, and he's going to move that up the field. He sees Theo Edward in the center there, but Burlington a little bit quicker on the response and able to pick that ball back up, and they're going to move it back up to their midfield and shift it over to the far side, but the play whistled offside.
Anto, straight ball stuff. Straight ball stuff.
So it'll be an Ottawa TFC free kick. Just on and get the ball back into the Burlington defensive zone to see if we can't bring this game to a tie. And that ball will go out on the Burlington, near the Burlington bench, and that'll be a Burlington throw in. A little bit of a scramble on the other side as Edward goes to Kareem goes to the ground over there. Referee whistles that down, and that'll be an Ottawa free kick. Reese setting up for the free kick on the far side there. Reese setting up for the free kick, and he'll send that into the Burlington offensive zone as Burlington heads that one away, and looks like that's heading to the side and out. And that's called out for an Ottawa throw. Things got heated up pretty early in this final. Ottawa TFC versus Burlington OPDL Soccer Club 2010 boys. Burlington able to secure an early goal in the first few minutes of the game here. Currently sitting at Burlington Soccer Club 1, Ottawa TFC 0. That's sent back in the corner for Isaac. Isaac's strongly playing in the corner there, trying to get that ball out. But play whistled down by the referee. Foul called against Ottawa TFC. So Burlington will be taking that free kick. Burlington playing the ball back to their keeper. Keeper plays it back to the corner. They're going to move it up through the center. Josh there to try and make something of it, but can't quite make. Burlington sends it up the field, and they're going to the far side. Reese and Sabas both there to defend. Sabas comes out ahead, and he's going to play it back to Reese in the corner. Reese is going to shift it across the back end, going to Grant. Grant's looking around and decides to play over to Leo. As Leo makes a couple quick moves around the Burlington forward, and that ball sent out for a Burlington throw. Burlington throwing it in, headed away by Leo. Josh is going to grab it in the center, and he's making the run up. He's looking for Edward on the far side, but Burlington defender there to kick that up and away, and that looks like that's going out far and wide on the other side of the field. That'll be an Ottawa throw on the far side.
On the ball, Grant. Get on the ball, Grant.
Reese there to take the throw in for Ottawa. Throws the ball up. He's looking for Edward on the far side. Edward picks it up, but ricochets away. Grabbed by the Burlington player, and that'll be out on Burlington for an Ottawa throw. Thrown in, and looks like foul called against Burlington as Burlington player was tying up Edward there. So Antoine setting up for the free kick on the far side. All the boys shifting into the box to see if we can potentially take this one and find the back of the net somehow. Ottawa sends it in, header by Grant, and that's going up. Burlington keeper picked that out of the air and was able to recover that. Ball is shifted up the far side as Burlington player was shoved to the ground, and the ref coming over there issuing a yellow card against Reese Hunt for that little shove. Burlington kicking the ball up. Grant is there, but shielding. Eric comes out of his net to easily pick that up, and he's looking for someone to pass it to. That's back out to Grant. Short roll out to him. Grant's going to move it up the field. Sees Kareem on the far side. Kareem gets a little bit of a tug, and draws the foul. Antoine will take that free kick. Oh, it looks, actually Antoine's going to drop that back for Grant, and Grant's going to move that over to Reese on the far side. Reese taking a little bit of time, a little bit of space as he moves it up the far side of the field to try and find Edward up front, but can't quite make the connection as Burlington gets it back. Josh recovers. Josh is working through the midfield here, up with Edward and Theo. Passes it up to Theo in the corner. Theo's up there to receive it. Burlington player hot on his tail, but sent out by Burlington. And that'll be out for an Ottawa throw. Theo throws it in, finding Edward. Edward heads it up and away, and then kicked away by a Burlington player. Received by Sebas on the far side. Sebas trying to make a couple quick moves, but Burlington manages to clear that ball up and out of the zone. That'll be out for an Ottawa TFC throw on the far side. Reese setting up to take that throw, and looks like he's going to send that back, way back to Eric. Eric taking his time and space, making sure he finds a good match for, sends it way up the field in the center, chested away by Burlington. Antoine's there to pick it up though. Antoine's making his run, he's up the center, shot, and Antoine scores! Ottawa TFC manages to tie it up. Folks, we are 1-1. Beautiful goal by Antoine, manages to sneak that in right underneath the crossbar. Finds the back of the net as the boys are celebrating here. Beautiful shot from just outside the 10-yard box to find the back of the net on that one. We are squared away 1-1. Burlington sending it back here to reset. They're going to shift the ball around the back end. Try and make their way up the far side. But a little bit of a mix-up in the middle. Looks like Ottawa TFC was almost there to recover the ball, but play whistled Ottawa foul, so Burlington will get the free kick on that one. Burlington setting up for the free kick, and they're sending way up in the center. Grant heads that away and continues to try and fight for that one. Ball, there's a little bit of a scramble in the center. Isaac comes away with it, tries to make the pass up to Theo, but Theo was looking, that caught him on the backside, so he wasn't able to quite pick it up. Headed away by Burlington in the center, and as Sebas and the Burlington forward try to battle it out in the middle. Josh ends up coming up with it, passes it over to this side of the field. Isaac's there to pick it up to Theo. Oh, but the pass was just a little bit behind him. Theo couldn't quite make the touch to get that, to put that ball in front of him. Isaac here to receive it on this side. Isaac playing the ball up through the middle as he faces three Burlington players. Manages to sneak the ball through to Antoine in the center field. Antoine sneaks it over to the far side. That's Sebas on the far side receiving the ball. He crosses it into the center as the Burlington player heads that away, and that'll be out for an Ottawa throw on the far side.
Good, Lionel, have an eye here. Don't lose sight of that.
For everybody at home, we are tied up here. Ottawa TFC, Burlington SC, 1-1 apiece. Cross into the box by Edward, but nobody was there to receive it as Isaac came to the corner here to try and recover the ball, but was fouled to the ground by Burlington. That's going to be called a free kick to Ottawa TFC. Looks like Isaac and Theo are both. Theo Stevenson is going to set up on the corner here for the free kick. Send that deep into the box to try and see if we can't score a second. Oh, beautiful header attempt by Leo, but couldn't quite get there. That was headed a little bit behind him. But Josh is there to pick it up as he sends it back into the box. Burlington there to kick that ball away, and that's way up and out on the far side. That'll be another Ottawa throw-in on the far side. Sebas throws that in for Antoine. Antoine heads to the corner. Burlington player heads to the ground as Antoine's also taken to the ground. Looks like the ref is calling a foul in the corner against Burlington SC as Antoine was taken to the ground. And that'll be another free kick for Ottawa TFC. Looks like Isaac is going to set up to take that kick. Shout out to all the Ottawa TFC parents! Woo!
Let's go TFC!
Kareem's dad cheering the boys on.
Woo! Let's go boys!
Kick in from Isaac. Isaac into the box, headed away. That went up and over. It's heading back to the corner. That's going to be out for an Ottawa throw-in as that goes high and out. Leo setting up to take the throw here. Oh, sorry, he's passing it up to Theo. Theo's going to grab the ball for the throw-in. And Theo's handing it off to Isaac for a throw-in. Ref is saying to move up a little bit. Isaac getting ready to put this ball back into play, looking for his best possible teammate. Isaac sets that up for a cross, puts it into the box. Kareem was there, but just couldn't quite get onto it as the Burlington player kicked it away, but Reese sends it right back in. Reese there to header it. Grant and Reese, looks like there was a little bit of a mix-up in the center as Grant went flying over top of the Burlington SC player and draws the foul, giving Burlington a free kick, and they're going to try and move it up the far side of the field. Burlington player trying to dribble through Ottawa TFC, but Edwards there to block that, and that's going to be sent back by Antoine to Reese in the corner. Reese sending it up, crossing it to Leo in the center. Leo looking for someone to pass it to, sends it way up the field on the far side, and it finds the feet of Sebas. Edward making his way up as well.
Reaction! Isaac starts to slide inside, ready for here.
A little bit of a turnaround here. Burlington making their way the opposite direction, but Reese Hunt on the far side able to defend that. Antoine picks it up.
Help inside, Theo, Kareem. Sebas!
Burlington makes the ball, makes the way to get the ball into the corner. Cross in from Burlington. Oh, this looks dangerous. But that is sent out for an Ottawa TFC goal kick as that goes out of bounds on the goal touchline. Shout out to everybody watching out there from near and far. We've got quite a few Burlington parents watching as well, so I'm told. So hello from Arizona to everybody. Ball's back in play. Reese plays that over to Grant. Grant's going to play that back to Eric. And Eric's going to play that back out wide to Reese on the far side. Reese is going to make his way up the field as he gets tackled by a Burlington defender, but manages to recover the ball. Theo in the center passes it over to Reese on the far side. Reese sending it up. Sees Theo in the middle. Theo's going to try and dribble here. Sends it to Isaac on the far side. Burlington is also on the defense there. Was able to see through that, and they're going to send it way up and out. That'll be out for an Ottawa throw. Leo here to throw that back in for Ottawa TFC. And that'll be out here again for another Ottawa TFC throw-in. Theo here to deal with the Ottawa throw-in. Leo sends it up to Theo. Finds Edward in the center. Edward's got space. Plays it back to Reese. Reese is going to go wide on the far side, send it over to Sebas. Sebas is doing some fancy footwork over there to work his way through the Burlington defense. Finds Antoine in the corner, and Antoine's going to center that. Kicked away by Burlington. And then headed back in by Grant. Isaac finds the ball in the center, finds Theo. Theo setting it up here, trying to get it to Edward. Edward's got the kick. Oh, light touch by Edward. Easily taken by the Burlington goalkeeper, and he's gonna roll that out wide to his player. Sends it back up to the middle, but Josh was there to capture that, had a light shot on net, easily defended by the Burlington goalkeeper, as Kareem is trying to do some fancy footwork here, trying to get through about 4 or 5 Burlington players.
Good Lionel. Good Lionel. For the ball.
Josh taking possession back in the middle, and Grant's going to shove that back to Reese off to the side as Reese tries to go wide to Sebas, see if they can't kind of regroup a little bit. Back to Grant in the center to Josh. Josh is pushed to the ground by the Burlington player, and that's going to be called foul against Burlington SC, giving the Ottawa TFC a free kick. Grant, starting off with the free kick, sends that over to Reese, and Reese is going to send that right into the box, right up top, caught by the Burlington FC keeper.
No shots on that. Keep it up, boys.
Burlington sends it out wide to their defender, but Theo there to lock that down, and that'll go out of bounds for an Ottawa TFC throw-in. 43 people currently watching the stream. Isaac moving that into the middle to Josh. Josh is moving that all the way back, finds Reese in the center. Reese is going to shift that to the far side. He finds Antoine on the far side. Antoine's working that ball through 2 Burlington defenders or forwards. Finds Kareem, and Kareem's going to send that way across to Isaac. Isaac makes contact, but couldn't get the touch to the ground and sends that out far and wide for a Burlington throw.
Good front-footed, Reese.
Burlington throwing here. They're looking to make contact with one of their forwards. Antoine sends that back into the Burlington zone. Here's Josh with a shot. Oh, a little left and wide. That'll go out for a Burlington SC goal kick. Once again, tight match here between Burlington OPDL 2010 boys versus Ottawa TFC 2010 boys. We're one apiece here. Oh, looks like a little bit of a odd touch on Burlington's part, and that ball kind of trickles out deep in their zone for an Ottawa throw. Isaac will throw that to Zach, who sends it back to Isaac. Leo finds the ball here in the back, sends it back across to Alex. Alex is going to send that over to Reese. Reese is sending that back up to Kareem, but Kareem tried to shift it over to Antoine, but couldn't quite get the touch. Kareem on the far side doing some serious defending to try and keep the ball in possession. And that went out for an Ottawa throw. Reese on the far side throwing that into Josh. Josh taps that back to Reese, who has to do a bit of a slide maneuver to keep that ball, try and keep that ball in, but ultimately end up going out for a Burlington throw. Burlington will send that back to their defenders as they look to shift here. It's all the way back to the Burlington keeper. Sends it back up to the center here. And Burlington looking to send it back up the field as Alex took a mean ball off the head. Goes to the ground but gets back up and right back on the attack here. Alex attacking. Ref whistles that down as that's out for an Ottawa TFC throw. The ball went just slightly past the line. Leo throws that into Isaac. Isaac doing some fancy footwork to try and get himself out of a jam there, but press from Burlington proves to be something. Looks like we're out for a Ottawa throw. Holy cow, I would have never thought that we've had 51 viewers from all over Canada and overseas watching this spectacular final between Ottawa and Burlington here in the state of Arizona. Looks like Antoine's fighting for it on the far side there as the Burlington player goes to the ground, and that's whistled by the ref. That'll be a foul called, I believe, against Ottawa. Yeah. Burlington. Oh, quick little maneuver by the Burlington defender in the far corner to get around Edward on the far side. And they're moving the ball up on the far side. Reese there to defend. Leo in the center deals with that, and then Josh comes out with a beautiful high kick to move that ball up to Zach. Josh looking for some options here, moving it back towards the center. Oh, he was looking for Alex, but Alex, the Burlington defender, Burlington attacker, came in to kick the ball away. So Leo's in the corner dealing with that and sending that way back into the middle for Kareem. Antoine on the far side manages to dispossess the Burlington player, and he's sending that up the field to Edward. Edward looks like he's going to make the run here. He's got some time, but a little too far for him. The Burlington keeper way out of his net to grab that, and he's going to play that across to his defender. And they're going to try and shift that through the midfield to get that ball back up as it up the far side. And a bit of a stray touch there as that goes out on the Burlington side for an Ottawa throw-in. That'll be Reese on the far side taking the throw-in for Ottawa. And he's looking for some options. Long throw up, tries to get to Edward, but the Burlington player was there to make contact. Edward ends up with the ball anyhow, and he tries to send it up through a couple Burlington players to find Kareem on the far side, but ultimately ended up kicked back all the way back and out, and that'll be out for another Ottawa throw-in. Thrown in by Antoine. That's Reese on the far side taking possession, sends it up to Zach in the middle, but Zach dispossessed by Burlington as they try to make their way up the far side. Ball goes out on the far side. That'll be a Burlington throw-in. Burlington making the throw into traffic here as Burlington player. Looks like Ottawa player might have made contact there as it went out again for another Burlington throw. Josh there to try and force the plays. Burlington crossed the ball back into center. Oh, Isaac took a touch. It was a little light. Burlington player there to easily grab it. Ottawa comes back as Leo sends it up to Isaac. Isaac coming up this side of the field. Dispossessed by the Burlington player as they try and shift it back into midfield and start their attack on the far side. Burlington heading to the corner, that's sent into the middle. Sebastian on a touch, and shot by Burlington goes right and wide of the net as Eric makes a dive. Looks like Eric might have made contact with the ball because the ref is actually calling a Burlington corner kick. Score of this game all tied up. Burlington SC and Ottawa TFC tied at 1 apiece as we approach the halftime mark. Corner kick by Burlington, that's sent out, headed away by Reese in the corner as Reese was hugging the right post of the net. And that gets called foul against Burlington SC. Leo taking the free kick there up to Isaac. Isaac making his way up this side of the field, trying to find Edward there, but Burlington SC was there to kick the ball away. Leo taking the throw in for Ottawa TFC. finding Edward as Edward's tied up by a Burlington player. Edward manages to get out of that scramble. Shifts the ball to the middle to Alex. Alex is going to send it all the way back to the far side to Reese. Reese is looking for another. Finds Antoine in the far corner. Antoine's making his way through the corner, dodging through a Burlington player. Cross into the zone, and that's way high and over the net. Going out for a Burlington SC goal kick. Burlington keeper sending it out far and wide to his defender. Defender sending it back to the midfield, and they're going to play it up the far side as well. Antoine there to intercept the pass, and he's working hard to try and get possession of that ball as him and the Burlington player are duking it out. Try and take possession. But the play called foul on Ottawa TFC as they get a free kick. Burlington playing the ball back to their center back out to the left wing, back to the center back, and it looks like they're going to try and shift the ball back to, oh no, going back to the left wing, sorry. As they make their way up the field, manage to break a line on the far side to find their attacker, but Reese in the corner to defend that. Reese waiting for his opportunity to send that up. Burlington grabbing possession back and then sending it back. Looks like Antoine on the far side making a move, but Burlington with a slide tackle to keep possession as Kareem gets sent to the ground and Antoine gets sent to the ground as the ball gets sent back to the Burlington defensive zone. Zach on the rush to get that back. Couldn't quite get back to that in time as the Burlington defender was able to pick that back up and send it back out to his forwards. The ball is kicked back up the side as Burlington shifts the ball around on this side of the field here. Edward looking to make a move. Isaac there to dispossess Burlington as he's taken down right at center field here. He's slow to get back up to his feet, but he's back up there as Ottawa TFC gets set up here for a free kick in the Burlington zone. Looks like that'll be Reese setting up for the free kick here, but the ref signaling that the ball needs to come back a little further.
Maybe we play Anto. Isaac.
To the moon, my boy.
Sebastian giving some direction to the forwards from the back there. Trying to direct the boys. Reese with the kick. He finds Isaac on the side. Isaac getting set up, chips it up into the box. Edward with the header sends it up and over. Sebastian in the far corner working the ball. Finds Josh in the corner, and Josh managed to get it through a few defenders. Sends it up to Isaac and Kareem. Isaac headed just left of the net with a great attempt on goal. Just couldn't find the back of the net as that goes out for a Burlington goal kick. Burlington starting us off in the far corner, and they're working their way up far side of the field with a cross over to this side. And that'll be up and out for an Ottawa TFC throw. The boys get a bit of a break here. Some discussions as we wait for the ball to come back into play. Leo finds Josh. Josh sends it all the way back to the far side to Reese. Reese is going to kick it up the center to, looks like Edwards there to receive it. Took a touch. A couple Burlington players giving him some trouble in the center. Antoine jumping up to grab possession of the ball, and that's Kareem on the far side in the corner. Looks like Antoine walked away with that as he gets taken to the ground. That'll come back to Reese on the far side as he makes his way up. Sets that ball back into play in the middle, but headed away by Burlington. Headed back in by Josh to find Zach. Zach sends it back out this way to Leo. Leo is going to move it over to the side to Isaac. Isaac looking to make a quick move here. He's bringing it back towards the midfield, and he's going back towards Reese on the far side. Reese is going to send it back up to Antoine. Antoine sending it into play, and Kareem there, but the Burlington keeper just a little quicker to grab that. A little bit of a collision between Leo and a Burlington player here in the middle. Alex from Ottawa TFC taking possession and sending it to the far side for Antoine. Antoine's moving his way up, heading to the corner, trying to find Kareem there, but Burlington a little bit quicker to the ball, and that ball will go out off of Kareem for a Burlington throw. And that is half. Ref blowing the halftime whistle. Ottawa TFC making their way back to the bench. Current score of the game, we're all tied up here. Ottawa TFC and Burlington SC at 1 apiece. In this Arizona 2025 Desert Cup final. See if we can pan over and get some of our parents here in the background, some of the Ottawa TFC parents. Hey, everybody at home. And now, a quick word from our sponsors. Gatorade, the drink of OPDL.
Yeah, buddy.
Refreshing. All right, guys, we're going to turn the mic off for a little bit, and we'll see you guys after half. All right, guys, we're ready to get back into action here. Score right now is 1 apiece for Ottawa TFC and Burlington SC. Things are all tied up at half. Ottawa TFC looking to try and see if we can advance this, put one in the net to take home the final. Ottawa TFC starting off with the ball, and Josh is going to send that up the left side to Antoine in the corner. Antoine tries to get up to Theo, but long kick out by the Burlington defender. Josh in the middle is going to send it back to Grant here as the referee whistles the play. Foul against Ottawa, and looks like the ref is going to issue a yellow here. Looks like potentially against Grant, I'm not sure. Oh, yellow was issued because Ottawa TFC player kicked the ball away. Burlington setting up for a free kick in the Ottawa zone. Ball sent in deep into the zone, headed away by Alex, which sends it out behind the net, and that'll go out for a Burlington SC corner kick.
Go in the box. Anto, ready? Hey, Sebas! Just start to go down a little bit in case they play. Just be ready for that.
Sent in by Burlington. Long ball over the net. Headed out by a Burlington player far and wide, and that'll go out. I think that was behind the touchline, so that'll go out for an Ottawa goal kick. As Lucas makes his way back to the net, we had a switch at half as Eric Federico out of the nets. Now seeing Lucas between the sticks. He sends it out wide to Grant on this side. Grant sends it up to Zach, which is going to go back to Grant again. Grant looking for somebody to make a pass to. Zach on this side picks it up. Zach sends it way up in the middle. Theo there to pick it up. Just a little too far and out of reach for Theo, and the Burlington keeper able to handle that and kick that back out to his defender. Headed away by Reese here back into the center, picked up by Gergis. Gergis making his way through the center, and the ball gets deflected back to Grant. And coming way back here for Sebastian. Sebastian heads that back up the field as he's taken to the ground by a Burlington attacker. Foul called against Burlington SC here as Seb was taken to the ground on this side. Sends it back up to the middle. Grant on this side picks it up. He's looking for a pocket to find that. Sends it up to Reese in the corner. Reese dealing with that, setting up for a cross. Crosses it into the middle. Sebas there to receive it, but couldn't quite get the last touch on it to send it to the net. Kicked away by Burlington. Josh on the far side able to deflect that out of the zone. Off the pitch and out for Burlington throw. Burlington on the far side with the throw. And they're sending it in back to their defender. They're going to switch the play back across the back end. Zach trying to make his way to the defender here to see if he can stop the ball from coming out of the zone. Burlington making their way up the pitch here as Grant is there to defend that. A little bit of back and forth going on in the corner. Grant working hard to try and keep possession of that ball, and he does. Keep possession, sends it up to Zach. Zach finds Alex in the middle, sending it up the field, but Theo was just a little out of reach. Sent back into the Ottawa zone, and Grant will be there to pick it up. Looks like Lucas coming out of his box to pick that up and secure that. He's going to send it out the far side. I think that was meant for Leo, but a little bit too far. Antoine made the run back to try and recover. But Burlington a little quicker as they maintain possession. Burlington moving up the ball the far side as Burlington player tries to kick it into the box, but finds the back of Leo's head instead. And that ball gets sent high and out. That'll be out for an Ottawa TFC goal kick.
Just get pressure to the ball quicker.
This show is brought to you by T-Mart. The only company where each passenger seat with his own card.
That's Josh's dad making a quick little plug there for far side. That's Leo on the far side bringing the ball up. He's looking for somebody to pass it to. Sends it way up for Antoine in the corner. But that ball gets deflected ultimately up and out for an Ottawa throw. Antoine with the throw into Sabas. Sabas dribbling through 3 Burlington players to find Leo. Ultimately gets dispossessed by Burlington. Lucas comes way out of his net to send that back way up the pitch into the Burlington defensive zone. Theo working hard here, and Zach also on the move to try and keep possession of this ball. Burlington makes a long kick into the corner, but Grant dealing with that with a sliding attack and sends that ball out. And that'll be out for a Burlington throw. I think so, yeah. Grant's got to be careful in this game because he's already on 1 yellow, so we got to try and make sure that second card doesn't get shown. Otherwise, potentially facing a red. Burlington setting up for their throw here. Burlington player moving in quick from the net. Grant manages to make contact with that and sends that out on the goal touchline, and that'll be out for a Burlington corner kick as Ottawa TFC sets up in the box to try and defend that. Looks like Reese coming out to play to manage the short game.
Good, forward fast to Zach.
Kick in by Burlington, that finds the box. Burlington player trying to make the attempt. Lucas makes the grab. He's able to pick that up off the ground, and he finds the throw to the far side. Find Leo on the far side, but Burlington just a little bit quicker to regain possession of that ball as that ball gets sent back in, and that'll go out far and wide. The ball's actually still in play. It didn't go quite past. Now the ref whistles it for Ottawa TFC goal kick. Lucas sending the ball off to the side to Sebastian. Sebastian looking for someone to make a pass to. He sends that right up to the middle as Theo's there waiting, but Burlington was also there ready to defend that. Burlington going up the far side. They move the ball around the far side. Sebas is making some moves as the ball comes back deep into the Burlington end. Theo and Zach coming back to try and handle that, but Burlington shifts it around the back end a little bit. Josh there to send that ball back in. Ball goes, and that'll be a foul called against Ottawa TFC. Yellow card shown to Leo on that play as the Burlington player was taken to the ground on a foul. Free kick will be issued to Burlington SC. Ref also showing a yellow card to the Burlington SC bench. the coaching staff. The coach obviously not happy with the call. So we've got Alex, Zach, and Antoine setting up and Theo setting up a wall here out in front. Try and defend this free kick deep inside the Ottawa zone. Ref signaling that the Ottawa TFC players are taking steps towards the ball. Burlington with the kick, and that's deflected out left and wide of the net, and that'll go out for an Ottawa TFC goal kick. That ball was actually deflected off of an Ottawa player, so that'll go out for, an Burlington SC corner kick. As Burlington sets up in the corner here, it's like Reese is hugging the near post. The rest of the boys setting up in the box. As that ball is centered in the box, no contact made, and that goes out on the goal touchline for an Ottawa TFC goal kick. Lucas will recover that and get ready to send that back up the field. Lucas shuffles that out to the side to Grant, looking to make some moves here. Reese is able to pick it up on this side. Ultimately out off of the Burlington player. Grant getting set to take the Ottawa throw here, and he'll throw that up, trying to find Leo. Leo is making a run as the Burlington player sends that back far to his keeper. But keeper took a touch, but deflected far out in front of him. Theo thought he could get there. That goes out the far side for another throw-in. Looks like that'll be a Burlington throw. Or sorry, an Ottawa throw. Leo throwing in for Ottawa. Hits the feet of Theo. Theo manages to recover that. Sends it up the center for Reese. Reese there. Amongst three players. Reese thrown to the ground. As the ball comes out wide here, things getting a little rough and heated. Alex comes out. He's in the center trying to dribble through three Burlington players as he sends it back to Grant to see if they can recover and maybe shift momentum to the other side. Work some magic on the other side of the pitch. Leo sends it up the far side, finds Antoine up there. Antoine making a run. That's a sliding tackle by Burlington, manages to dispossess Antoine. Foul called against Ottawa TFC on the far side. Burlington sending it back to their defender, and looks like they're going to shift across the back end, make their way up this side of the pitch. Quick little move up the center there. Reese manages to dispossess him and send it all the way back to Lucas, who's going to shift it over to Leo on the far side. Leo shifts it back to Lucas. Lucas sending it up the field to Antoine on the far side. Antoine and Josh on the far side to see if they can recover that ball and get it back. Burlington's got possession, but Leo working hard to try and keep things at bay in the corner. Ultimately, Burlington kicking it off of Leo and sending it out on the touchline for another Burlington corner kick. The Ottawa player set up in the box to try and defend yet another Burlington SC corner. Things still all tied up here at 1 apiece. Kicked out of the zone by Grant, up to Zach. Zach tries to send it up to Theo, but Burlington quick to react to that. Sliding tap by Reese. Ottawa TFC calling for a substitution as Kareem, Edward, and Isaac have been making their way into the game with Zach, Gergis,
Go that side.
and Leo coming off the pitch to take a break. Burlington throw. And that'll go back out off of Isaac for another Burlington throw. Up to 61 viewers watching this game from far and wide internationally. Josh working his way through the middle, tries to find Theo on the far side. A little ahead of Theo, so Burlington ended up picking it up, and he sent it up on their far side, crossing it into the zone, but up high and over the net. Still in play, but Burlington centering it back in front of the 10-yard box here, but Antoine and Theo both there to deal with it, and Antoine's taken down to the ground by the Burlington player, and that'll be called a foul. As Antoine takes the free kick back up to Sebas. Sebas is making his way up the field on the far side, looking to make a pass to Theo. Burlington manages to recover the ball and send it up, dealt with by Sebastian, who heads it away. Reese on the far side working his magic and ultimately gaining the free throw on the far side. Reese making a throw up to looking to find Edward, but Edward being held up by the Burlington player. Ball goes back out off of Burlington. Sebas making the throw. Sebas to Reese. Reese looks like he's going to shift that all the way back to Lucas. Lucas is going to shift that back to Grant on this side. Grant needs to act quickly as Burlington is right there to deal with it. Sebastian sends it up to Isaac. Isaac looking for a pass. Up through the middle, finds Antoine. Antoine up there with Theo. And Burlington was there to defend that. Antoine working hard in the middle to try and regain possession. As Burlington comes back on the attack. Isaac blocked that. And Lucas is out of his net to deal with that pretty easily. Lucas rolls that out wide to Grant. Grant has a Burlington player on him, sends it up to Kareem. And Kareem making a beautiful slide, maintains possession of that ball. But Burlington coming back with another slide tackle. Isaac fighting for the ball, manages to grab it, sends it to the middle looking for Theo, but Burlington just stepped up, was able to grab that a little bit quicker. Grant deals with that on the back end over to Isaac. Isaac looking for a pass here, fighting hard for the ball. As Burlington manages to recover that and send that back to the middle to their forward. Antoine again, couple quick moves there, beautiful. As that ultimately ends up going out off of Antoine. Man, the excitement here is just unbelievable. The energy is picked up. Everybody is just looking to fight for this next goal. Burlington throw. Isaac in the corner to defend that, and he's going to send that all the way back to Lucas, who almost got attacked by the Burlington player, but ultimately ball ends up going out on the touchline for a goal kick. Ref is calling the ball all the way back to Lucas to redo that goal kick. Lucas is going to get us started off and going again here. Looks like Burlington SC looking to make a change as their coach calls for a sub. Lucas over to Grant. Grant setting that up into the center for Edward, but Edward was pushed out of the way by Burlington, who then deals with that and sends it way back up the field. Sebastian and Reese both making the run back to head that back to Lucas so that he can roll that back out to Grant and ultimately try and make their way up the pitch this way. Centering pass by Isaac to Josh. Josh dealing with it up the center, looking for another pass out to the side. Kareem sending it up for Theo. Oh, as the Burlington keeper grabs that just as Theo was about to get another touch on it. Back to the Burlington keeper. Burlington keeper sends it out wide to his defender. Burlington on the attack, but Kareem there to block that as that goes out for another Burlington throw. Burlington throw sent in. They center that. Theo's there to pick that up. Theo's going to move that far and wide to the other side. Sebastian's there to pick it up. Theo there to center that ball back. Antoine took a touch, but a little bit too hard as it got ricocheted as the Burlington player recovered, and Josh is going to bring that back. And that play is whistled as a foul against Burlington SC. Reese is going to set up on the far side to deal with that free kick. Resetting it up to Sabas. Sabas making his way up as another foul is called against Burlington on the far side. Looks like Theo's setting up to tee this up and send that deep into the box as all the Ottawa TFC players are moving towards the net. Theo sends that in far and deep, headed away by the Burlington player, but Antoine there to repossess that ball and send it back to Theo in the corner. Theo's making his move in the corner, crosses it back into the middle, headed away by Burlington. And Antoine back to recover, sends that back to Reese, who shifts that back into the middle to Antoine. Antoine jogging through the middle, but get taken to the ground. Ball goes back to Reese. Reese sending it back up on the far side. Theo's up there with Edward. Burlington kicking that back up across the field. Burlington forward, way. Lucas is there to grab that as the Burlington SC player was right on his heels. Grant sends that back up the center. Josh passing it back to Lucas, who's going to send it out to the far side to Reese. Reese has got some space. Tries to find Antoine there, but Burlington just stepping out in front of him as Reese is called on the foul against Burlington SC. He goes to the ground for another Burlington free kick on the far side, just outside the 10-yard box. So we got Theo and Antoine and Edward all there try and set something up as Edward has a discussion with the ref saying that the ball needs to get moved back a little bit. Sebastian, Theo and Antoine setting up the wall here, taking direction from Lucas as Burlington gets set to take this free kick. Burlington taking the kick right on net and easily handled by Lucas, who grabs that out of the air and catches it on the back up the far side. That's going to try and find Edward, but kicked back by Burlington. A little bit of a jumble on the far side. Burlington comes out with the ball, and they're going to send it up this way. Isaac was there to recover the ball, and he's looking for a pass. He's going up the center as there's a slide tackle by Burlington. Dispossess Isaac as Kareem gets called on a foul as a Burlington player gets sent to the ground, and ref showing a yellow on that call.
Hey, Kareem. Team needs that. Team needs that.
Not a big deal, bro.
Come on, last gear. Come on.
Ottawa TFC players, Sebastian yelling in the background there to try and rile up the troops. Tell them to get our heads back in the game, and free kick by Burlington that gets sent in right of the goal to the Burlington player, but Sabas is there to deal with that. He's going to send that up the field to Edward. Edward's quick touch over to Antoine, who sends it up to Kareem in the far side. And Burlington player there to deal with that as the ball gets kicked up and out of bounds. And that'll go out for an Ottawa TFC throw. Isaac throws it back to Grant. Little touch by Grant, sends it over to Josh. Josh is looking for somebody to pass it through the center, but ultimately sends it back to Grant. Grant's going to shift it back over to Reese in the middle, on the backside. Reese is going to bring it back to Grant here to see if maybe we can make something happen on this side of the field. Grant sending it over to Isaac on the far side. Back to Grant. As Grant nutmegs the Burlington player to try and get the ball back to Isaac. Isaac comes out with the ball in the corner. Edward there to help him out. It looks like taking a little bit of shoving from Burlington as the referee whistles that. A foul against Burlington, resulting in the Ottawa TFC free kick deep in the Burlington zone. Looks like Isaac is going to be setting up to take this free kick for us. Oh, sorry, he kicked the ball back to Antoine. Looks like Antoine will be handling this. Still 1-1 here in the final of the Arizona Desert Cup. Tied one apiece, Ottawa TFC versus Burlington Soccer Club OPDL 2010 boys. Antoine getting ready to send this free kick.
Why you popping back, bro?
Linesman pacing off the Burlington SC defender. Antoine tees it up, beautiful into the box, beautifully played by Ottawa, but headed ultimately over the net. That goes out. Looks like the ref is saying it was off a Burlington player. He's calling a corner kick on the far side. Ref is saying linesman saying no, that was off of Ottawa, giving that to Burlington for a goal kick. Grant here to deal with it as Burlington looks to make a run through the center. Josh and Grant both there to help out in the middle. Reese headed away up the field, finds Antoine. Antoine with a quick little chip up the middle, finds Kareem. Kareem's got Edward with him, and Theo on the far side, but the Burlington keeper way out of his net into the corner of his 10-yard box to pick that up. Burlington keeper looking to see where he's going to send this, but he's going way up the field to center for Grant to deal with. Looked like that was a handball, but ref says play on. Sebas on the far side. He's looking to do some work on the far side there, looking for Theo. Theo crosses that in as Antoine is there to head that. Josh on the far side getting taken to the ground. Ref says no, nothing. Sebastian back to deal with that, kicking it up the field, and Kareem comes all the way back to center to handle that ball. Back to Isaac. Isaac's got space and time. Burlington approaches, Kareem takes the ball. Burlington's going to send it up through the center there to try and find their attacker, but Reese there to defend, giving Burlington a bit of a hard time on the far side, but Burlington coming away with it. Far cross, Burlington shot, and that goes wide to the right of the net, and that'll be out for an Ottawa TFC goal kick. Lucas kicking that up the far side of the field, trying to find Sebas, but Burlington getting there just a bit quicker. As Burlington players upended on the far side by Reese. Reese fighting for the ball and taken to the ground. Linesman says foul against Burlington SC. Ottawa TFC calling for a sub. Looks like Eric Frederico will be stepping back in between the spikes for us as Lucas makes his way to the bench, as he had a spectacular second half so far. Things resetting as Reese takes the free kick to send it up the field to Sebas, and just a little bit hard. Sebas can't control it and sends it out the far side for a Burlington throw. Burlington throws it in. Sebas there to try and dispossess the Burlington player, but Antoine there to intercept the pass, sends it to Kareem. Kareem making his way up the middle. Good pass up the middle to Edward, but Burlington there to head it away. Burlington looking to make a move here on this side. Grant working hard to defend that. Refs makes the call on that. Ref makes the call on that. Everybody from the Ottawa TFC side upset about the call, saying he hit the ball. But ref says no. That'll go. That'll be a free kick for Burlington SC. Looks like we got Antoine, Edward, and Sebas setting up to block this one as the ref paces off the block line for Ottawa TFC. Eric directing the boys there in the back. Burlington taking the kick, and that's going way right and wide of the net, and that'll be out for an Ottawa TFC goal kick as Eric gets set to get things going again here. Eric sends the ball up the middle, finds Isaac in the middle, headed up by Isaac, as Isaac gave a bit of a shove to the Burlington player. Ref says foul, giving a free kick to Burlington. Burlington player sends it deep into the middle, headed away by Grant. Grant's going to send it up the field to Sebas, who finds Josh. Josh making a run up the center here. Josh sending it up the middle, looking for Edward, but the Burlington SC center back in the middle able to defend that, and that's sent out for an Ottawa TFC throw. Grant throwing out, looking for Edward. Edward comes up to receive that. Edward trying to make his way through two Burlington players. Burlington end up coming away from it. Antoine there to intercept.
Second touch, you want to hit field.
As the Burlington player gets taken to the ground. Ref calls that a foul against Ottawa TFC for a Burlington free kick. Isaac setting up here for the short play while Antoine manages the play just outside the 10-yard line.
Go first two.
Burlington takes the kick, gets sent into the zone, headed away by Sebastian, and that'll go out on the goal touchline for another Burlington SC corner kick. We are still all tied up here, one apiece, Ottawa TFC and Burlington SC
The top where 19 is.
in the Arizona Desert Cup final for the U16 2010 boys. It's kicked in by Burlington and dealt with by Ottawa TFC as they shift the ball back up the field as ref whistles full time. Looks like this one is going to PKs. It's full time, we're at one apiece. Neither team able to find the back of the net in the second half to pull away with the victory on this one. So it looks like we're going to penalty kicks. We'll take a quick break and we'll turn the mic on when we get the penalty kicks underway. And we're back here, finding ourselves at all tied between Ottawa TFC and Burlington at 1-1 and the Arizona Desert Cup final. And looks like Isaac will be stepping up to the penalty kick line spot here for Ottawa on this first, as we go first in the penalty shootout, this final. And Isaac manages to put the first one in for Ottawa TFC. as Eric gets set to take his spot between the spikes there.
Hey, do you guys want to go to the mall with Nadavi, David, and Charles?
Absolutely.
I will see, bro.
Burlington getting ready to take their kick.
Wait, we're watching the Panther.
And Eric on point, able to save that, keeping this game
Nah, bro, we need Burlington boys to win.
at bay.
Bro, Burlington boys way better. Holy
Edward will be the next penalty kick taker for Ottawa as he steps up to the penalty kick spot. Currently, Ottawa TFC scored their first penalty. Burlington 0. Edward sinks that into the back of the net, putting Ottawa at a 2-0 advantage.
Not letting that last score slide, by the way.
The crazy thing is, yo, my goal, bro.
I want Christian to take it back.
Burlington's second penalty kick taker stepping up to the spot. As he winds up to take this. And he's able to find the back of the net on that one, getting past Eric. Currently sitting at Ottawa TFC 2, Burlington 1. Next Ottawa TFC penalty kick taker will be Antoine Coe, stepping up to the penalty spot. Eric up there to give him a few words of advice before his kick. As Antoine lines up to take the... Anton takes a shot and he finds the back of the net as well. That puts Ottawa TFC at 3 with Burlington at 1. Eric congratulating Antoine on his kick there. As Burlington's third player steps up to the penalty spot to take their kick. Eric looking razor sharp between the posts there, dialed in. And Burlington sends that ball out wide to the right of the net, missing the net, putting Ottawa TFC in the lead almost. Looks like Theodore Stevenson will be out to take the next penalty kick for Ottawa. And Eric out to give him a few words of wisdom as well before he takes his kick. Theo dialing in. And that's saved by the Burlington keeper to keep Burlington in the game.
Alright, Theo, don't worry about it. Let's go.
We'd be losing it right now. Bro, we'd be losing it.
Oh, but you should have seen the shootout with Jose. Like, every single time someone's the same goal, what's he see like this?
Next Burlington player walking up to the penalty spot. Looks like it'll be number 17 for Burlington taking the penalty kick. And he finds the back of the net as well, getting past Eric. Burlington's keeper congratulating him on his performance as Josh from Ottawa TFC comes up to take his penalty kick. Eric stepping out to hand him the ball and give him his congratulations on a great performance today. Josh dials in here. And the Burlington keeper manages to keep that out of the net to keep them into the game. 2 in a row for Burlington. 2 beautiful saves. 3-2, I believe. Yeah. Looks like it'll be Antoine Coe coming up for Ottawa TFC to take the next penalty kick for Ottawa. Oh, sorry. Burlington player already set up on the penalty spot there. Antoine was just coming out to congratulate Josh. Oh. Eric, looks like Eric might have taken an injury on that one. He got a piece of it. Eric's on the ground as he got, not sure what happened there, if he made collision with the post or.
And then like the lady comes through. Are you okay?
72 people currently watching this live stream.
I go fucking puncture.
You're only gonna be like half blind and half deaf.
And I'm not gonna be able to move your left arm.
There's
There's just some side
the 2 teams patiently waiting at the center line as Eric receives some treatment on the goal line.
I gotta hit a prayer for
Looks like Eric's back up to his feet and massaging his shoulder. Looks like something, he may have tweaked something on his shoulder when he dove to try and make the save on the last one. He got a piece of it. Heard it hit the tip of his gloves. Just managed to squeak into the net. Kareem takes the penalty spot for Ottawa TFC. And that's saved by Burlington SC.
Good job, Kareem. Good job, buddy.
All right, guys, let's go.
Very close as Kareem went for the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper made the dive in the right direction to save that. Burlington player setting up on the penalty spot here. And that's it, folks. Burlington has defeated Ottawa TFC in this Arizona Desert Cup.
Good, I want to bring into the race to it.